and we are here once again with the URL Racing League, League 4 guys, for the final race of the season. I have got a very special guest with me today, and that is Slowpoke, Mark, known as Slowpoke. So hello, Mark.
Hi up, John. How's things?
All good, all good. It's great to have you. And Slowpoke he's currently doing League of Champions, but obviously next season he will be doing League 4, so he'll be one to watch out for with his great commentary, one of the best commentators we have in URL.
I should be looking out for these guys, well, most of them, for those that I don't know who's getting promoted or anything of the sort, but the ones that are left, can't wait to get started.
Anyway, so obviously we are at Le Mans for round 10. Obviously it is a one make, which is Ferrari, and obviously tyre rules in this race, you could use any tyres you want, but you have to use hard tyres for a minimum of 2 laps. So after a 10-minute quali, Sooners qualifies first, and he is starting on the hards. Bazza qualifies second, he's starting on the softs. P. White starts in third, he is starting on the hards. Malpiece qualified fourth, he starts with softs. Peter starts in fifth, he is on hard tyres. Ninxty is sixth, he is on softs. DB is seventh, he's on softs. Captain Slow is eighth, he's on softs, and Flatby is on softs also. So it looks like there's a majority of people starting on hards, and majority of people, there's like half the grid are on softs and half the grids are on hards for the start of the race. So this could be very interesting on their strategies.
Yeah, quite a mix-up, isn't it? So it could be interesting to see how it goes.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, let's get this race on the go. So obviously they're all in single file because we do rolling start.
I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but I can't hear the cars.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody listening, if there is anybody tuned in yet, if they can let us know. But I can't hear the cars myself.
Okay. I can hear them on my screen. Usually they can hear them on this on.
Well, yeah, that's fine then. It's not a problem. It doesn't matter if I can't hear them, as long as you and anybody listening can. That's the main thing.
Yeah, guys, if any of you can't hear the cars, can you please let us know and we can try and solve the issue? Would be much appreciated. But anyway, through the first few corners, coming onto the long straight, Sooners is obviously still leading with Bazzers right behind him. They're in second, but they've both got a half-second penalty there because this track is terrible for penalties. Did you not find that in your race, Mark?
It is, especially that bit they've just gone through, the Tetra Rouge. You either cut it a bit too fine on the right hand side, or you go drifting out to the left, and you're going to pick up the half second like these guys did. We found actually the penalty system was quite harsh, but we'll see. This is another one. I think it's pronounced Liarch chicane. Another one notorious for picking up penalties, but these guys seem to have got through there okay.
Yeah, so Bazza has already got pulled. Bazza has already got up to first, got past Sooners, but Sooners is on the hard tyres, so he's going to be at a slight disadvantage at the moment. P. White's there in third. He's right behind Sooners, looking for a pass. Will he be able to do it? We'll have to wait and see. Malpiece is there in fourth. Then Peter's there obviously on his hard tyres in fifth. Nixie's there in sixth. Flatby's there in seventh. DB's there in eighth. Captain Slow is down in ninth. Now this race is a 12-lap race. So it's a 50-minute race, but it's been translated into 12 laps, just so everyone actually manages to complete the race. and that.
It's
So
going to be
yeah,
interesting to see the strategies. Slipstreaming is going to be a big part of this to try and save on time. Oh, who's that that's just gone flying off at Mulsanne?
that would be Pete White. Let's go to have a back, just have a look to see what happened to him. It looks like he looks like he could have misbroke it.
I think he did. I think he just got the break in.
Oh no, he got hit.
I think you're right. I think he got a kiss from behind.
Yeah, I think he got a kiss from. Yeah, I think he got a kiss from Molepiece.
So it's Molepiece just forgot to brake. Oh, that was unlucky.
That was very unlucky, but he did. Well, Joel did do the right thing and waited. He didn't carry on. Yeah. So that's the main thing.
So he's going to have a bit of damage at the front.
Yep, definitely will have a bit of damage.
P. White will be damaged at the back, but
yep, definitely will be. But anyway, after that incident, that's put P. White down to 6th and Molepiece down to 8th. But they're all battling out still on the first lap. I certainly find on this lap with the slipstream, it's very difficult to get away from people.
Yeah, it's going to play a massive part, like we've just been saying. I mean, slipstreaming is going to save you fuel. It's going to help with your tyres. I see just P. White getting out there on the kitty litter. Oh, and it looked like, is it Molepiece? Oh, no, Captain Slow, he went out there as well.
Yeah.
That was the Indianapolis turn, and then they're going to go through Porsche curves.
Well, anyway, yeah, you go on.
No, I was just going to say, it's a very, very fast-flowing track, but when these corners come up, they come up very, very quickly as well.
Yeah, they definitely do. So, Bazza is obviously still leading, and he's already pulled out a gap to Peter, who's in 2nd. Flat B's there in 3rd, like side by side.
Just gone off.
Oh, let's have a look, see if I can. I think that might have been Captain Slow again. I mean, let's just have a look.
I can't see who it was, but it's just somebody gone onto the gravel. There you go.
Okay.
Is that Bazza? No, DB. It might have been DB, but okay.
Yeah, let's crack on. So anyway, Bazza is leading with Flat B's now up to 2nd. As Peter is there in 3rd. Soonest is right there behind him in 4th. And then Nixie's coming in back into the mix in 5th. With P. White's obviously there in 6th, trying to make up for lost ground. Molepiece there has dropped off a little bit, but not too much in 7th. DB's got himself a half-second penalty there.
So it was DB that went off then. That's where he's picked the penalty up.
Yeah, and then Captain Slow there is a little bit behind, but he's not too. He's probably only a couple seconds behind DB, so he'll probably be able to catch up. But they are on the same tyres as well, so there's no advantage to either of them.
It's going to be interesting on the tyres as well to see the wear, especially since the update. The tyre situation's been sorted, so especially softs, they degrade very, very quickly, and you get down to about 50-60% wear, and your grip just starts to disappear on you.
Yeah, so it definitely does. Like when I was racing, the thing is, I did my hards for 2 laps, and then I did the softs for the rest of the race. By the end of the race, I literally had a tiny bit of grip left on the tyre.
See, I would think that the guys on soft tyres are going to try to do 4, possibly 5 laps.
Yeah.
On the softs, and then run the rest on hards, unless they're thinking of doing, like you say, the 2 laps hards and then get back onto softs again. But that's a 2-stop. It's about 47 seconds, I think, in the pits.
50, I believe.
50 seconds. So it's, that's just under, if you do 2 stops, that's just under 2 minutes you've lost, which is half the track. So.
Well, yeah, exactly. But anyway, you've got Badger's obviously still leading. Flat B's still away, but he's managed to pull away from Nixty, who's. Oh, you got the 3 here, full 5th and 6th, all next to each other. Who's going to have the biggest?
Into Florian, chicane.
Yeah.
Is it going to fit? they all have to slot in, don't they?
Yeah, well, yeah, they do. So I really like League 4. I've really enjoyed doing the comms with them because like the racing has been so fantastic.
Yeah, it looks it so far. They're all still quite close together, aren't they? I mean, normally on the Le Mans track, you get onto the Mulsanne straight, you get into slipstreams, and little groups start to break away. But these guys still nice and tight through Mulsanne corner.
Oh, Peter went out a bit. It looks like he got a little bit of a bump from Sooners by the look, because of it. Not a big bump, but it looks like he got a tiny bump, which didn't help. But
just a kiss.
Yeah, P White is back up to fourth, but he's got a half-second penalty again. Sooners has got another penalty as well, so these guys definitely like the penalties this race.
Well, they're easily picked up. I'm just looking down the grid, John, and I notice that Hoppers isn't there, so the rumours are true. Apparently he was flying himself here in his own helicopter and got lost and ended up in Spa. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, the race leader has made a mistake and lost it and gone off track. Now he's in last.
Oh, let's have a look at that. Can we go back and have a look, see what happened there?
That's really bad luck for Bazza there, because he was having a fantastic race.
This is Indianapolis, isn't it? He's just...
Yeah, it looks... It looks like he
to turn the wheel.
Yeah, it looks like he went out too wide.
So he's just coming up to the Indianapolis turn. He went too far to the left and just couldn't get it slowed down, could he?
No, he couldn't. That's really bad. After a brilliant start by him, now he's going to have to make that all back up again. So that's very unfortunate for him.
It was. That was so unlucky.
Yeah, that was so unlucky.
And Captain Slow with a 1.5 second penalty. So the two team members not enjoying these opening laps, are they?
No, they're certainly not. I bet Bazza probably was enjoying the race until he decided to have a mistake and come off. But never mind, these things happen.
It's very easy done on this track. As I said, it's a very fast flowing track, but the corners do come up to you very, very quickly.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. So anyway, so now Flat B has taken the lead, and he's got Ninksty literally about half a second to a second behind him. He's not letting Flat B go, and they are both on soft tyres. So we'll see what Ninksty can do with Flat B, or will Flat B be able to maintain that lead? Because I have, watching this season, I know what people to pick out who I know who will be able to maintain the lead, and I know Flat B is definitely a quick driver. He should be able to maintain that lead, especially with a couple of the really fast drivers like Skyjacker. He's not here. His car was unable to start the race, had too many issues, so he was unable to compete because of a mechanical issue. And Skyjacker is very fast.
Right, okay. So we are. We've got 9, so we're about, 5 or 6 missing?
Yeah, about 5 or 6 missing.
I've raced with Ninky New on a Wednesday, and I think it's a fantastic name, Ninky New. It's one of the best names I think we've got in the URL. So
it definitely is. I agree. I agree. It definitely is. So Peter's still there in third. Maltese there in fourth. Sooners is there in fifth. He's trying to keep up. He's currently purple in the first sector, but he's going to go out wide, and I think he's probably going to get a penalty there.
That's the penalty. Like I say, it's the
Tetra
Rouge. You get caught there, and he's got himself off a second. Sooners, I know he's quick as well, isn't he? But like I say, he's on the hard tyres, so he's maybe doing a different strategy to everybody else.
Yeah, maybe.
Is he? I'm just having a look to see whether he's fuel saving. Obviously, we can't see the fuel map, but it doesn't like he's short shifting. I mean, you drive the Ferrari, don't you? Or you have done on?
I do.
You have to short shift, is it?
It's one of those. It's the best way with the Ferrari to get the best out of it. You have to basically rev it out to get the best out of it with the Ferrari.
Oh, right, okay. It's not a case of getting up through the gears as quick as you can into 7th.
No, it's one of those cars that if you short shift it, it actually slows you down. Whereas if you do
the McLaren, I had the McLaren for a season, and to get the best out of that, you had to short shift. So get up to 7th gear as quick as you possibly could.
Yeah.
But these two having a good battle, is it? Maltese all over the back of Souness.
Yeah, it's good to see Maltese having a good race here, because I know he's sort of struggled this season. I think he's done well, but I think he has been struggling. He's been at the back, towards the back of the grid majority of the season, but he's having a good race here.
I've said it many times that you don't have to be at the front to have a good race. You can be you can even be in last place fighting for as Maltese goes off again.
Oh damn, let's have a look, see what happened to Maltese. Looks like he just completely lost his braking point and he's just accelerated. Yeah, he's broken late. That's the bad thing I find with this Ferrari. Definitely with these new physics, if you don't slow down sooner and in a straight line, you're more likely gonna slide out.
Yeah, apparently they've made it a little harder to trail brake as well. So if you've got your foot on the brake and you try turning the wheel, you're going to spin in. The back end is going to come round on you. So you're right, you've got to get it done in a straight line.
Yeah.
But it's put him right in the mix again, hasn't it?
Yeah, it definitely has, because now he's got P. White right in front of him, but then he's got DB catching him up. He's not too far behind, so this is going to become a three-way fight for 5th place. And Bazza's going to be Bazza. I was just about to say Bazza's going to probably come into this fight in a second, but he's got a second penalty, so that's going to take him a little bit longer to catch him back up. With that second penalty, it's going to allow the guys in front of him to get away and have the breathing room.
By the time you get your momentum back up, that 1 second equates to about 1.5 seconds. So they are harsh, the penalties.
Yeah, definitely are. But yeah, I will. The championship standings I will be announcing at the end of the race, so you guys know where everyone finished this season.
Well, and it's going to be interesting to see who gets promoted.
Yeah, it definitely will be interesting. I'd also like to say while we're watching Bazza, thank you once again to Dubby and EAC Eldridge Air Condition for being our sponsors this season. It's been great having you on board with us for this season. I'd also like to throw a big shout out to Hoppers, who obviously wasn't here because his helicopter took him to the wrong track for tonight, for this race, for being a great host for this season. I'd also,
just say, John, if you've seen it, if you've noticed that Peter and Souness have been the first to blink and come in to change their tyres, so they've had enough of their hards. Yeah, so they're going to get them changed and get back out. What we've got, we're on lap 4. I thought they might have gone a little bit further into the race, to be honest.
Yeah, well, yeah. I to be honest, I only went to lap 4 as 4. I think I went to lap 5, then changed to softs,
right.
And so yeah. But they'll because they've gone in early, they're going to probably most definitely have to pit again.
Well, they were, I can't remember, they were up there, weren't they? And I don't know, I just thought they might have gone a little bit further, but they know what they're doing. They've obviously practiced it, they've obviously worked it all out.
Yeah. But anyway, Flat B has now really started to open that gap to Ninxie in first. Looks like Ninxie can't do anything about Flat B. He's now about 5 seconds behind, I think. You know, I really wish sometimes GT would put in the timings for the replays to make us commentators a lot easier to know the distances between each race, wouldn't you agree, Mark?
Absolutely. It's something I scream about all the time, just to give us an idea of distance. I know the drivers can see how far they are in front or behind anyone, but it would be fantastic if we could see it as well.
Well, yeah.
Can we have a look and see what kind of fuel these guys are sitting on at the minute?
Yeah. So Flat B, Flat B's got quite a lot. Yeah, still quite a bit.
Yeah, plenty.
Yeah.
Not getting through it as quickly as I thought they would.
Yeah, no, they're definitely not. Doesn't look like they are getting it through it as quickly as they would, which I'm actually quite surprised about, because by now in the GR3 cars, I think the fuel was very low by now.
Yes, it was. I mean, obviously the GR4s are going to be a bit more fuel efficient. They're going to be a bit kinder on the tyres as well.
Yeah, that is true. That is very true.
Still a very long, very fast track, as we've said. So the guys looking after the tyres and fuel quite well.
Yeah. Anyway, hello to the 2 people watching currently. Just say hello to let me know who is watching. It'd be very nice. Oh no, it's 1 person watching now, but yeah, say hello so we know who's watching.
And then let us know if they can hear the cars.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely let us know if you can hear the cars and hear both of us, because otherwise, if you can't hear us all the cars, it'd be a waste of time.
Yes. Yeah, we're sitting here talking to ourselves. So Molepiece getting right up and dirty with P White there. The Molepiece on the softs. Is P White on softs as well? I can't remember.
Yeah, no P White. It's on the hard, so that's allowing Molepiece to.
So
yeah,
P White is doing a fantastic job then to maintain 3rd position on the hard tyres. Although they're probably warmed up now. And, the softs of Molepiece are going to start losing their grip very shortly.
Yeah, they definitely will, probably. It's like they do. Yeah, they definitely will. I agree. And but anyway, we got obviously P White in 3rd and Molepiece in 4th. DB's just picked up a half-second penalty. Actually, I think he already had the half-second penalty. They're in 5th. Bazza's there in 6th. He doesn't have a penalty, thankfully, but he is trying to catch he's on the softs. He's trying to catch up DB. I think he's gradually catching his teammate up.
He's making his way through the pack, isn't he? Considering that incident, was it lap 2? I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was lap 2.
Put him all the way to the back. So P White's in now. He's going to get rid of his hard tyres.
Captain Slow is there in 7th. He's just picked up a half-second penalty. Sooners is now in 8th after his obviously pit stop, but he will, because of how quick he is, he's going to be, I'm sure he will be sooner or later making his way through the field. Peter is there in 9th. He's dropped off from Sooners a little bit, by the looks of it.
He's fresh softs though, isn't he? So he should be able to get his way through the pack.
Yeah, they both have. So he's definitely. I think Peter's definitely, because he come out at the same time as Sooners did. So
yes,
so he's definitely had an off or something on the previous lap, unfortunately, which is left him, which has allowed Sooners to get breathing room from him.
He's managed to get away, hasn't he, Sooners?
Yeah.
So anyway, how's he doing? He's okay. His tyres, his fuel, he's got plenty left in them.
Yeah, he definitely does, and it's lap 5. It just seems like Flat B is just getting further and further away from Nick's team by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think he's definitely got at least another 2 laps in them tyres.
Yeah, definitely at least another 2 laps, and that. So anyway, with Nick's team there in 2nd, and there's Molepiece, who's got a half-second penalty. He's not too far off of Nick's team in 3rd. Then there's DB there in 5th with half-second penalty as well. Baz there in 5th. Capso there in 6th. He's now being chased down by Sooners, who's in 7th. How long can Captain Slow hold off Sooners for? That's going to be the question, because you can already see that Sooners got out of that section a lot better than Captain Slow did, so he's already closing that gap, and he's shortly going to be in Captain Slow's slipstream. Yep, you can see he's definitely caught up really quickly in that slipstream, and he's already going for a pass.
He needs to get this done before they get to this Florent chicane, because you don't want to be. Oh, he has. So you can say you don't want to be going too wide into that.
Yeah, no, you don't. You definitely don't want to be going too wide to that corner.
But that just shows you the difference there the slipstream makes. But Captain Slow is now going to get into Souness's slipstream, down through the Mulsanne kink and down to the Mulsanne turn. And it's whether Captain Slow can make the move before they get there, because as you can see, he's now getting in the slipstream as well.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to, and that.
It definitely, you see, he's right underneath the bumper of Souness's car, isn't he? So the slipstream really does help.
Yeah, all Souness has to do now, he just has to try and defend against Captain Slow until the penalty line, and Captain Slow will have to serve that penalty, and then that will allow Souness to get a bit of distance, and that should, I think that will take Captain Slow actually out of Souness's slipstream, which will help Souness out a little bit, if I'm not correcting.
Yes, it will do. It's just, I mean, the penalty zone. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. What's that all about?
Let's have a look. Looks like Baz has had another off. Possibly. I mean, let's have a look. I think that was Bazza, because yep, it was Bazza again.
Not at the same place, surely. At Indianapolis, it was.
Yeah, oh no, exactly the same place as he did it before. So Baz does definitely not like this corner.
It's the Indianapolis turn, and yeah, you're right. He just doesn't. He doesn't like that, does he?
Yeah, no, he definitely doesn't, because that's like 2 laps he's done it on the same corner, and I bet he must be cursing that corner right now.
Yeah, I mean, as they go through this Porsche curve, Souness is just going to scamper away now, isn't he?
Yeah.
They've served the penalties.
It's going to leave Cap with Bazza there in 6th. Captain Slow is not too far behind, but I doubt he'll get into his slipstream through this section, because it'll make chaos if he gets into the slipstream and make him go a lot quicker. So yeah,
it depends if they're going to come into the pits or not. If they can't, if they can get through the Ford chicane and get a bit closer as they get through the Ford chicane, they can get onto through the Dunlop curb and then get onto one of the straights.
Yeah.
They can make a move, but it depends if anybody's going to pit or not.
Yeah, Baz has gone in. So is Slow's gone in as well. So that's going to allow Peter to get past Captain Slow and Buzzer up into 6th place, but he's got a half-second penalty at the moment.
But he's going to carry on, isn't he? He's tyres? He's on the softs.
Yeah,
he's on a fresh set of softs, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just fresh because he's recently in the last couple of laps he changed from hards onto softs, so he might have to pit again, possibly. I'm not sure though, because obviously with the GR4 cars they're very different for fuel and tyres, so that's going to be debatable whether he has to. We'll have to wait and see on that one.
We're at the halfway point, and he's got what? He's two-thirds, three-quarters of a tank of fuel left.
Yeah, something like that. And
so he can go quite deep into the rest of this race.
Yeah, he definitely can. Anyway, so P. White is there in 7th. Captain Slow is... what
happened there?
Yeah. That's an interesting one. I have no idea what happened there. Just have a look to see what happened.
He's just broke too late.
Yeah, he just broke too late, and I think he's just thought he'd let... Bazza go past as well.
He just couldn't get it slowed down, could he?
He
kitty litter on the right.
Yeah, which is very unfortunate, because now that means he's down in last place, and he's still got... He's fueled up, but he hasn't changed his tyres. So I think he's going to go further in and change onto the hard tyres later on in the race. So he's gone for a very different strategy. The question's going to
just change his tyres and not put any fuel in it next time round.
Yeah, maybe.
Unless he's forgotten the tyre rule and he's going to stay out there on the softs, who knows?
Yeah, maybe. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Anyway, Flat B hasn't pitted yet, but Flat B is still leading. Let's do, like, just so people can view the track, let's go on board with Flat B for a short while. Just open it from this view, just from his point of view. Let's just watch Flat B for a few turns as he's coming down. Yeah.
So this is heading down towards the Indianapolis turn, which is where is it Bazza who keeps having the accidents just here?
Yeah.
He's got round there okay, hasn't he?
Yeah. I would let you take, because you know the corners, Mark. I will let you take him through around the corners.
Okay, so he's round our arch. He's coming up into the Porsche curves after this straight. This is a real foot down onto the noisy pedal through this section, very fast section. And as I say, the Porsche curves. The trouble with this track, because of the long straights, there's not a lot you can say about it until we actually hit one of the corners. You don't want to go too far on the left here, but you do need to nick some of that curb so you allow the car to drift out, then it's back over to the left, then it's a tight right hand. Just as you're about to get back onto the power, you've got to ease off and take a left. You can nick a bit of that on the right. Same as this one here, you can go over the curbs if you want to, but not too far. You head down towards the Ford chicane, unless... Oh, I thought he was going to pit then. He faked it.
Yeah, so did I. I thought he was going to go in the pits as well.
He faked a pit stop. But anyway, through the Ford chicane and approaching the start-finish line to start lap 7. Again, foot down hard on the noisy pedal. All the way up through, head towards Dunlop curve. You can see the big Dunlop bridge. I'll get my words out in a minute. So through the S's, down through the Dunlop curb, into the S's. This is a tricky section of the track. It's as I say, it's quite fast flowing, but you've got to be very careful. This is where you pick the penalties up.
Yeah.
Especially this turn here, this one, the Tetri Rouge. You want to nick a little bit on the right, but don't drift too far to the left. And I think he's just managed to hold on to that one.
Yeah, definitely.
And now back on to the straight, and it is just literally foot down, head straight, and keep going until we get to the arch chicane, which is the first of the 2 chicanes on the Walsam straight.
Yes.
So Flat B, I mean, we can't see behind, but I don't think Linky knew he's in. Oh, he's nowhere near, isn't he?
Yeah, no, he's nowhere near. I think he's just coming. It looks like Nixie New is literally just coming out of through the corner before the straight, by the looks of it.
It might be interesting to see when Flat B does pit whether he can get back out again before Ninky New can get anywhere near him. If that's the case, then I think Flat B will be thinking, yeah, get on the hards, bit of fuel, and then he'll see the race to the end.
Well, yeah, that definitely. But we'll have to wait and see. But obviously, Nixie New is obviously in second place. He's trying to catch Flat B, but at the moment he's having no luck at all. Flat B is just at the moment. Flat B is in a commanding lead with no worries. Soonest is doing well. He's up to 3rd now. He was, after his pit stop, he was right at the back, so he's made his way up. But that will be due to other people's pits. Other people going into the pits. Molepiece is still doing well. They're in 4th place, but he does still have to. Looks like he still does have to pit, so that will probably drop him back a little bit. P White's there in 5th. He has definitely pitted, but he has got Peter right behind him, but Peter does have half-second penalty, which he'll be serving very shortly. So that will, even though P is starting to now get into P White's slipstream, that will give P White that breathing room.
I think Peter needs to. It's Basil does a bit of a drift exhibition there for us. Well done, Basil. We enjoyed that.
Yeah, definitely did. He's just not having much.
Nice bit of drifting.
Yeah, nice bit of drifting there for Basil. Hey, with the half-second penalty. DB's obviously in 8th. He's in 7th seconds. Yeah, that must be a pit lane. From the pit lane, because you don't get it from anywhere else. So that's gonna
definitely 3 seconds of that is pit lane. You're right, John.
Yeah. So Basil obviously is in 8th with the half-second penalty, and Captain Slow is still down there in last place. He hasn't got a penalty, but that's not going to make no difference at the moment. So obviously Flat B is still leading, and it's just going to be a matter of time before Flat B comes into the pits. And
he's going to have to come in soon. I mean, he must be starting to lose a little bit of grip now. You can see that they're around about 50 to 60% on the left side. With this being a clockwise track, obviously the left-hand side of the car is going to take most of the punishment.
Yeah.
And, you can see that. So, like I said earlier, it's when a Flat B thinks he's got enough time to get in and out again before anybody gets anywhere near him.
Yeah.
You see Sooners has just moved up into 2nd.
Yeah, he's already. Yeah, I think Nixie must have had enough. Let's just see, because he does seem to be quite far ahead. Let's just see if
I think something might have happened.
Yeah, let's just see if something did happen.
Gotta go back. Maybe just he got in a slip and.
Yeah, mate. Actually, yeah, it looks like it. He just got, as soon as did catch up, got into the slip and got past by the looks of it.
Yes, down towards the Mulsanne turn, and that's it. Yeah, he's just got in the slipstream, and momentum took him through as Dinky No goes into the kitty litter. That's not going to help. Dirt all over his tyres.
It's definitely not, no. But yeah, I was thinking about other people who were missing, Cast, who he had engine problems, so he wasn't able to race today because of it. There's also Evil. He was unable to race because of engine issues. So a lot of people had engine issues with the cars for this race, so were unable to attend. So it's very bad luck for them.
Maybe it's the heat, John. It made my engine slow down.
Yeah, there's Malpiece. While we're talking, Malpiece has just had a big off.
They do like it, don't they? This the gravel at Indianapolis turn. They love it out there, don't they? Those drivers.
Yeah, they definitely do, because it seems to be the same corner that people are having the accidents on. It's always the same corner.
Same place, exactly. It's
yeah.
There'll be no gravel left by the time these guys are finished.
Yeah, no, they definitely won't. They'll take it all for themselves. They won't leave any for the other guys.
Because the dirt, look, he can't get. Yeah, it's dirt on the tyres. He just can't get it round.
Yeah, he can't get it round. That was very close there. Let's just have a look. Let's see.
That was a bit of I think they call that an unsafe return. You could see him struggling to get himself back on, and
yeah, I think that might go down as an unsafe return. But to be honest, because of how the track is, I think that it'll just go down to a racing instant, because it didn't really affect Peter. I mean, P White in the least really. So because it was out off the corner,
more of a glance, wasn't it? And P White won't be bothered. He's gained a spot, so.
Well, yeah, exactly. So he won't be bothered by that.
Now then, has Flat B come in? Flat B stayed out. Is he still?
Yeah, he stayed. Yeah, Flat B stayed out again. So we're on lap 8, but he's going to have to come in soon, because you have to do a minimum of 2 laps on the hard. So
yeah, so what I'm saying, has he forgotten about the rule? Or well, he will do anyway, because I don't think those tyres are going to take him for another 4 laps.
Yeah, no, I don't think they do. So he's going to have to come in either this lap or the next lap. Yeah, this lap.
I think he's just trying to open that lead up so that when he does come in, he can get in, get a new set of boots on, get back out before anybody gets anywhere near him.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely. That's probably what he's trying to do. But I think probably he will come in this lap. I think he won't leave it till the next lap, because I think theoretically, if he left it till the next lap, theoretically it wouldn't actually be 2 whole laps he's done, because if he goes in on lap 9, he'll come out on lap 10. I don't know whether that'd go down as 2 whole laps or not.
No, I think if he comes in this lap, I mean, the other thing is as well, he's going to start losing time. As he starts to lose grip, he's going to start losing time, and that's exactly what he doesn't want. He needs, like I say, get in and get back out before anybody gets near him. So the sensible thing would be come in at the end of this lap, get your tyres on, get a splash of fuel, and get out before Souness can get anywhere near you. I'm not sure if Souness has got a pit again, has he? Let's just have a quick look at Souness's tyres and fuel.
Well, at the moment, his tyres, actually, to be honest, his tyres actually look alright. His fuel, he's still got half a tank of fuel, so he actually...
I think he can make it to the end of the race.
Yeah, maybe. I think he could as well. I think he could. So this is going to be down to if when Flat B pits, can he maintain this lead? And that, because with Souness being a very quick driver, like Souness is going to be flooring it probably to catch up as quick as he can.
So the other thing is as well, the soft tyres are going to be slightly quicker than the hards, because Flat B's going to have to go on the hards. In my race, I was actually leading by quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then I had to come in. I managed to get to lap 8 on mediums actually. Came in,
nice.
put the hards on, went out. I was still in front, and then I got caught up by, I can't remember who it was now, but I got taken by the guy in softs, and I had Smoky Tom, and he was a good 15 seconds behind me.
Yeah.
About 2 laps to go, and he still caught me up because he was on the softs.
Yeah, so, I had the sort of the same situation. I was battling with, I think it was Angry Man for the majority of the race, but because I went on hards right at the beginning, I literally, when he had to go into the softs, we were battling until I went on hards, until he went on hards, and then I just walked away.
Yeah, it is a big difference. The soft tyres do make a big difference if you can look after them.
Yeah, definitely.
And as soon as he goes around Indianapolis without going into the gravel, so that does make a big difference as well.
Yeah, and currently we're on lap 8. Souness is obviously in second place. He is currently got the fastest lap with a 4 minutes 20.710. Nixty is in third, but he has got P. White right behind him in fourth, but P. White does have a penalty which he's now serving, which is going to allow Nixty to get a bit of breathing room and maybe get out of that slipstream. Peter's there in fifth. He's being chased down by Maltese, and they are both on soft tyres, but definitely Maltese is going to have more. Maltese has definitely got more grip than Peter, because Peter's been on it. Oh, I've got a count there. Flat B has gone into the pits now, so and he will be going to the hards. Yep. So let's stay with Souness for a second. Is Souness going to be able to get around and take the lead? So at the moment, Flat B hasn't even entered his pit stop.
I thought Flat B was a lot further in front than that, because Souness is now going to take the lead from him. I thought there was a bigger gap than that. So
did I.
Flat B had a bit of an issue.
Yeah, I think maybe he had. Let me just go and see if I can find it. See if he did. See, 1,
because
2,
Flat B
3,
was a lot
4,
further.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
No, maybe he didn't then. Maybe he didn't. Maybe it was just he might have had to go. You know what? It might have been, to be honest, it might have been
because of the grip on his tyres, he's just had to go.
You look at his lap times, he's gone from the third lap a 4:23 and now doing a 4:26.
Yeah, so yeah, maybe it's his tyres. He wasn't unable to maintain that pace. So let's go back to where we were.
Yeah, I thought there was a lot more space, but there you go. Soonest has now taken the lead then.
That's where we were. So Soonest is obviously is taking the lead now due to that, which is unfortunate for Flat B after all his hard work.
Yeah. This is the annoying thing, isn't it, when we can't see the difference in time between the drivers, because I honestly thought there were a bigger gap.
Yeah, so did I. I did think there was a lot of the gap was even bigger than that. Yeah, so Flat B is now back out. He has managed to come back out in second, so although he's lost the lead, he is in second, but now that's gonna obviously with Soonest in the lead and 3 laps remaining, I do not believe, unless Soonest has to go in the pits again, I would think that now he will probably stay there. And the commentator's curse, I shouldn't say now he's guaranteed to finish the race in first, because we know what it's like. We'll say something and then there'll be a big crash in that, so we're just going to have to wait and see where Soonest finishes.
Flat B, Soonest has just got to try and nurse that car back now. He's got the better tyre, he's got the better compound tyres on. I think he's got enough fuel. It's going to be close. It will be close, but I think there's enough there for him to get to the end of the race now. So he's just got to nurse it back. Flat B being on the hard tyres, he's not going to be on the same pace.
Yeah, no, he definitely won't be.
As Soonest will be. So this could be the 1-2.
Yeah, well, obviously there's P. White there in third place, but P. White is on softs as well, so the question's going to be, is P. White going to be able to catch up Flat B? Because now obviously Flat B is going to be going a lot slower and P. White will be going a lot faster, so now it's going to bring P. White into it, and he's actually looking at the map, and that he's not actually...
You can just see Flat B up ahead, can't he? And including this one, there is 4 laps left.
Yeah, so there's plenty of time for P. White to catch. P. White will catch Flat B up. There's no doubt about that, considering the tyres. So as well, you got Peter's there.
Close to Soonest as well.
Yep, Peter's on softs as well, and he's not too far back from P. White, so he could come into the mix as well.
This could be an interesting fight to the finish.
Yeah, so Malpeter's there in 5th. He still looks like he's still got to pit. I think he did pit once to fuel up, I think. Although I'm not sure. I think he might have gone all the way.
He's going to have to pit anyway. If you look at his rear left tyre, that is not going to make it to the end of the race. So
it's not.
And he really must be struggling for grip. And if you look at his lap times, I mean, they're a bit sporadic, but...
Yeah, definitely.
He's definitely going to have to come in and change them tyres.
Yeah, he definitely is, because I don't think he's had one that had. I don't think he's had the hard tyres on yet. So
there we go. That's the grip that's gone on his tyres.
Yeah, that definitely is the grip. Like when it gets used, I've found with these tyres now, if the physics once they get down to that low, the grip is terrible.
Yeah. And it's just not been his day, has it?
No, it definitely hasn't. So anyway, Ninxie New is there in 6th. He's on the hard tyres with a half-second penalty. DB is there on the hards in 7th. Bazza is on the hards in 8th. And there is a big gap to Captain Slow on softs and hard tyres, on soft tyres, sorry. But actually, no, he's
another one that's going to have to pit.
Yeah, he's got to do hards as well, hasn't he? He hasn't done here. He just pitted for fuel, I believe. Yeah. So he's
going to have to change them. They're about gone himself. I think he's going to be sliding around all over the place as well.
Yeah, that's definitely true. He's definitely going to be sliding all over the place. Anyway, so obviously we're on lap 9. We're going to be coming on to lap 10 very shortly with 2 laps to go. Soonest is leading. Question's going to be, can he keep it going with with them tyres, or will we have to pit? Will he have to pit again? It's going to be a very nipple tuck whether we can nurse them or not. Flat B is now with a fresh set of softs. He's still in the mix. He's still on hards. He's still in the mix, but beyond hards, it's going to be very difficult for him to catch Souness up, because Souness has already opened up that gap to him. Souness is already going through the first chicane where Flat B is just coming up to it. So Souness has definitely started to walk away already after one lap.
I think Flat B will be kind of hoping that Souness will start to lose a bit of grip and start to ease off. He's already slowing down a little bit, so if Flat B can pick the pace up, like we say, if he can get in the slipstream, he might be able to make a difference. But like you said, John, there is a bit of a gap between them, isn't there?
Yeah, there is definitely a bit of a gap. Right, let's see, what about P. White saying, Maltese has now finally got into the pits on the end of lap 9, so that how far is DB behind him? Yeah, looks like he nearly lost it, but he managed to maintain it. But he's on the hards and he's already been in the pits, so he's going to go up to an upper position. It's going to push Maltese down, and Bazza goes through as well, so it's going to push Maltese down to an 8th place. But we'll cap as Maltese has just entered his pit stop now, so is he won't have to fully pit, but looks like he's putting hard tyres on now. And will Captain Slow be able to... Oh no, Captain Slow's going to have to come in the pits now as well, isn't he? Because he needs to still
definitely. I mean, you can't do more than one lap on a red tyre anyway.
Yeah, no, you can't.
I don't think you could physically do it. The car will just it will just complain too much.
Yeah, oh no, Captain Slow's carried on. He's not paying, so...
Well,
I don't know whether because he definitely didn't have the hard tyres on at the beginning, did he?
Do you know, I can't remember. I wasn't.
Yeah, neither can I now. Actually, thinking about it, I can't. Maybe he did have the hard tyres on at the beginning. I actually can't remember.
Well, he's not going to get. I don't know why he didn't pit. I mean, he's in 9th position. He's not going to get another 2 laps out of that, as you've just seen.
No, yeah, he's definitely not going to get another 2 laps out of them tyres. Yeah, or maybe he didn't have hard tyres on and he's completely forgotten that he needs to pit. Or maybe but then he won't get, if he goes in on this lap, he's not going to get... Actually, he actually will get 2 laps, thinking about it, because if he goes in...
12.
Yeah, so he will actually get 2 laps on the hard. So maybe he's thinking going in on lap 10, possibly.
Well, this is going to be a very slow lap for him.
Yeah, definitely will be. He's not going to be able to go quick on them tyres because they just...
There's a penalty there and a kiss with barrier as well. He's going to struggle all the way around the track now. I think he's just left it too late to get them tyres changed.
Yeah, he definitely did leave it too late. So he will really struggle to get to the end of this lap to change his tyres. I think he's realised now, oh crap, maybe I should have gone in the pits there to change my tyres. Yeah. And I think maybe he was hoping that they would survive, but unfortunately they haven't. But anyway,
he's got quite a fight on his hands now. Anyway,
yeah, he has. But yeah, so Souness back up to race leader with Souness. He looks like his tyres look alright, and I think he's just opened up that gap even more. But now looking at this, Flat being second, and you can definitely see P. White is catching him at a quick rate of knots. Is Flat B going to be able to maintain that second place, or is P. White going to catch him? He's definitely going to catch him because look of the tyres they're both on. But when he will catch him, whether it be the next lap or the final lap, we will have to wait and see. Peter is there in 4th place, and it doesn't look like he's catching. Looks like he's eased off. Maybe he's worried about his fuel. Ninxie there is in 5th on the hard tyres, but he's well behind Peter, so Peter doesn't have to worry about anyone behind him. DB's there in 6th. He's a little bit behind Ninxie, so at the moment he's only really in the battle, looks like, with Bazza, his teammate, who's in 7th. Obviously, Malpiece is there in 8th, and Captain Slow still going with a tiniest bits of grip left on his rear left. But it looks like he is going slow, but he's going as quick as he can on the straights, but on the corners, he's not having much luck. Let's just stay with him for this corner and see if he managed to get around it without spinning.
This is the Mulsanne turn. He's going to have to slow down a lot sooner than he would have done. And there the back end comes back round on him again because he's got nothing left on those tyres at the back.
Yeah, and he's even getting even further away from Malpiece. He's just not even able to keep up.
The problem as well when your tyres get that bad is even on the straight, if you slightly touch your brakes, there is a chance the back end will just come back round and try and overtake the front. So like we said, it's going to be a slow lap for him.
Yeah, definitely will be. But anyway, so we're on lap 11 now with Souness leading, and he looks like he's going to have plenty of fuel, but will his tyres, looking at the top where his tyres are now, are his tyres going to hold up for the remainder of this lap and the next lap, or is he going to pit at the end of this lap to come bring fresh tyres on? Because he looks like he nearly lost it out there, coming a bit sideways, but he managed to maintain it. It's going to be difficult, but will he pit? Will he not pit? We're going to have to wait and see.
We've just been watching, I forgot his name already, but we've just been watching the others struggling on the red tyres, or almost red tyres, and I think Souness might have the same problem.
Yeah, he might have.
We've got to nurse those tyres through the rest of this lap. We've got about half a lap to go.
Yeah, and, definitely.
We are coming up to the trickier section of the track. A lot more turns involved in this half, so it's going to be interesting. Flat B could start making some inroads.
He definitely could, because looking at Souness's grip, if that B can maintain his speed, and
if he can keep the pace up, I think Souness might be struggling. I think Souness will be struggling, certainly for the final lap.
Yeah, definitely will be, and it doesn't at the moment. Doesn't look like he's okay, but you can see he's definitely slowing down a lot sooner for the corners, and he's definitely, when he's coming out the corners, you can see he's definitely struggling through them.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the rear left, and that's down to its last 10%, 5%.
Yeah, so this is going to be very interesting because he's coming onto the final part of the lap now, and that's going to be very interesting whether he can make it. But looking at it, Captain Slow has gone into the pits.
Well, he needed to, didn't he?
He definitely needed to, because he wasn't going to be able to last.
So let's have a look. Is Souness going to stay out?
Yeah, he's come. Oh no, Souness has had an accident. He's come off. Let's go have a look.
He's just caught that curb, and the lack of grip on his tyres has just flipped the back end round on him.
Yeah. Well, we
He just catches the curb. Now he did well to get back on the track as quick as he did, but that really will have allowed Flat B to catch up, and I do think Souness is going to have to either come in and change them tyres, or he's really going to have to take his time.
Yeah, he definitely will, because he just lost it there, and Flat B would have made a lot of ground up on that incident. But is Souness going to come in the pits? No, he doesn't. He decides to. He's very
going to go for it.
Yeah, he's going. He's very. As soon as he's being very, very brave here with them tyres.
Sweating in that Ferrari at the minute.
He definitely will be. But
where is Flat B?
Flat B's just gone across the start-finishing line, and
just see him.
Yeah, he can just see him. He's not too far behind, but then he's got Flat B's worrying about, wants to try and catch up to Souness, but he's got Pete White's definitely catching him. He's had a taken a lot longer. I thought P. White would have caught him by now, but he's going to have quite shortly have P. White coming into the mix with him as well. So he's
Flat B's tyres should have warmed up by now. He is on the hards.
Yeah. And mind you, looking at it, P. White's tyres, he's not got much grip, so that might explain why he hasn't caught Flat B by now. Because looking at his P. White's tyre wear is dreadful as well, so that probably does explain why he hasn't caught him. Because whereas Flat B's got the grip, P. White doesn't have the grip to get closer to him. So I think.
The hards are definitely slower, and you could just see Souness up there in the distance.
Yeah.
But it's he's really going to have to nurse that car around these turns as he goes through the first chicane, the Liarch chicane, onto the Mulsanne straight. He can put his foot down here, but he's got to be really careful as he goes into the next chicane.
Yeah, it's definitely. I reckon he might be able to maintain it until it's going to come to the final section where he's going to have to be extremely careful through, and because that'll be the make or break. I definitely think I think he'll do all right until the final section, and then that's where he's going to struggle because the right, left, right, and it's going to be that section where it will make or break his race. Anyway, Flat B is still there in second on the final lap with P. White there in third. Peter's there in fourth position still. Ninxie is well back there in fifth position. He's got a bit of a gap to DB, who's there in sixth. Bazza he's short on fuel, so he got enough to last. He should have enough to last till the end of the race. And Malpiece is there in eighth. And then you've got Captain Slow, who's extremely far back in ninth. Who's
put medium tyres on Captain Slow, so maybe he did start on the hards.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I can't remember. Maybe he did. Yeah, maybe he did. But anyway, we're on obviously the last lap. Souness is having to nurse them tyres. He's very short on fuel as well. And you can see how much he'd have to slow down on that corner. And you got Flat B coming up, so Flat B is definitely closing the gap, but is he going to be able to close that gap enough to catch Souness? Because Souness is there, and Flat B's literally just come out of the corner, so they've roughly got about the same amount of fuel.
So now Souness might just do it. As long as he stays on the tarmac, I think he's going to do this.
Yeah, I think he is as well, unless he does what he did last lap. Oh, he's definitely pushing it.
He should get this as he...
he should. As long as he doesn't mess up the chicane, he should finish where he is.
Chicane, if he can get through that, then he's going to have this race pretty wrapped up. Like I say, stay on the tarmac. Yeah, nicely done.
Yeah, he has done it.
Yeah, great tactics from Souness.
Yeah, great tactics from Souness. Well done for winning. Flat B he didn't win, but he was able to finish in second, so well done to Flat B. P. White unfortunately was unable to catch up Flat B, but finished on the podium, so well done there. Peter's now coming through the final chicane of this lap, so he will finish in fourth position. And then obviously there is a big gap to Ninxie, who's got no one behind him, so he's got plenty of tyre wear on them hards. Swift, he's got half second penalty, so he's going to get at the end of this race. I think he will have a second penalty at the end of this race, because obviously he hasn't served it. If I'm right in thinking that.
Yeah, I think you are. I think if you finish with a half second penalty, it doubles up to a second.
Yeah, and then there's going to be DB is there in 4th. I'm just looking at it. Oh, there's plenty of time. The time's not going to... Although, it's going to be a question whether Captain Slow will make it around before the cut-off time. Because obviously, because of how far back he is. So we're going to have to watch that one. So DB is just come...
yeah, there is quite a gap, isn't there?
Yeah.
Back to Captain Slow.
Yeah, so DB finishes in 6th place. Bazza, unfortunately, because it's two offs, finishes 7th. I reckon he run out of fuel by the looks of it as well. And that
He's
right at the end.
Tiniest little bit, hasn't he? He's got the tiniest little bit left, but it's well calculated, I would imagine.
Yeah, definitely. Maltese is going to come across the line to finish in 8th spot. And Captain Slow is there with a second penalty, which he will probably, a 2.5 penalty. He will serve that. But there is less than a minute left of this race in the timer. So of where he is he's just coming to the end of the straight. So he's definitely not going to make it to the end.
I'm sure he's not bothered.
Yeah,
I think he just wants this race to be over so he can get back to his caravan.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Have a good cry.
Yeah, I agree, because I know he's had a terrible race. I feel bad for Bazza because he was having a superb race, but them 2 spins at that corner sort of more or less ruined his race, because he probably come in with a strategy, and them 2 offs has really messed his race up.
Yeah, it's been some good racing, some good tactics. The guys obviously work these things out, so well done to the guys. I'm really looking forward to doing the comms for League 4 next season.
Yeah, that was a fantastic race there. But so looking at the points table for the end of the season, so the points table for the final season, the winner of the season was Sooners, who won the season on 306 points. Skyjacker finished in 2nd on 270 points, and then Flatby was finished on 265, and Peter was on 225, and it is the top 4 who get promoted, so them 4 will be getting promoted up to League 3 next season. No Neck Monster just missed out with 216, but I know there is a few races that he has missed due to engine failure, so I think he'll be kicking himself from them races, because he could have been No Neck Monster. He is quite a quick driver, so
he is a quick driver. I've raced with him on a Wednesday, and yes, he is a very good guy.
And he is No Neck Monster. He's definitely a good person to talk to, because I know when I was having my health issues, when being down, I had him to talk to, and he got me out of it and got my head straight. So he is a very good person to talk to. Anyway, guys, please remember to like my content, comment and subscribe. Anyone who's watching my comms for the first time, feel free to, I've just said it, but yeah, if anyone new, and feel free to come and join us at URL, because it is the best, if not, it is, and I'm sure, Mark, you will agree, URL is the best community out there on Facebook.
It is a fantastic bunch of lads, all very helpful, all good, clean racing, and above all else, we have fun. And that's what
definitely.
It's all about. At the end of the day, it's a game. We all like to chill out and relax. We all have busy lives, so we do like to have a bit of fun, and that's what it's all about. So yeah, anybody sitting out there thinking, "Oh, shall I, shan't I?" I would definitely say, yeah, jump in, come and join us, get yourself on track.
Anyway, that was the final race of the season, so thank you to everybody. Also like to, I think I've already done it, but big thank you to Hoppers for hosting League 4. A big thank you to everyone who raced in League 4. thank you to everyone who has watched my comms throughout the season. I hope you enjoyed. And last but not least, a big thank you to Mark Slowpoke for joining me for the final race of the season. Much appreciated.
It's been an absolute pleasure, John. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and as I say, can't wait till next season starts now.
Yeah, that's the same here. I can't wait. Like, with the fact that it's not going to be like teams in each season, it's going to be basically teams of 10, I believe it is. So there's going to be teams. There's going to be teams of 10. There's going to be, I think, there's going to be, if I'm right thinking, there's going to be 10 teams or something.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's going to be teams of 10, but 2 in each league, because we've got 5 leagues at present. So 2 drivers from each team in each league, making up a whole team of 10. So it could be the whole team of 10 could all be practicing together one night. So you're going to get guys from League of Champions practicing with the guys in League 4, and that's what it's all about, bringing everybody together.
Yeah, so, it's also what's going to make it interesting next season, that it's going to be one make in every single league. That's going to make it even more interesting. But I feel sorry for the hosts, because the hosts are the ones who have to pick the 3 cars, and then everyone has to vote on them. So the hosts are going to have a very difficult job with deciding on the 3 cars possible to use.
Well, the problem will be, it's like everybody's got their own opinion, which is the best car and which is the worst car, and you can guarantee whatever car you pick, you're going to have half of the guys say fantastic car, and then half the guys are going to say, oh, I hate that car, it's horrible. So you can't please everybody.
Well, no, exactly, you can't. But it will, with everyone being in the same car, it's not going to be about the car you drive, it's going to be about how you drive it.
Exactly. So looking forward to it. I think League 4, from what I've heard, all could be in Fiat 500s.
Maybe maybe. I don't know. I have no idea what it's going to be.
They're definitely not.
And I believe it's going to be 25-minute races next season as well. If I've heard right.
It's all been finalised.
I don't think.
Watch this space, and messages will be put out pretty soon, letting everybody know what's happening when. There'll be plenty of time. There won't,
the next season doesn't start for another. It starts in 3 weeks' time, I believe.
I think you're right, about 3 weeks. So messages will be put out over the next week or 2.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and that is me and Mark signing off for the night.
Goodbye.
So goodbye, everyone.